will always be the bad guy in someone's story. Always. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you explain yourself, that's not going to change. And I know it's uncomfortable to hear, because I think we grow up thinking that if we just explain ourselves enough, if we just say it the right way, people will eventually understand. But here's what nobody tells you. People have already made up their minds, and they don't want to be convinced otherwise, because your image in their head that serves them somehow, it gives them someone to blame. It gives them someone to point their fingers at. Letting go isn't about the other person. It's about letting go of the need to constantly be understood by someone that does not want to understand you. And this is the part that nobody talks about. You can spend years trying to prove something to someone that has no interest in seeing it, that has no interest in seeing you win. And the wild thing is, that says more about that person than it says about you. Think about it. If someone really wanted to understand you, they would ask, they would listen. They wouldn't just wait to let you finish and then shoot back at you. But here's the other side of this. You will also always be the good guy in someone's story. You will always be the guy that has listened, that said the right thing, that helped them in someone else's story. You need to have that contrast in life. Because if people only think positive about you, who really thinks positive about you? And to explain it to you further, if there are only smart people in the world, there are no smart people in the world. Because we only know that someone is smart because there are people that are less smart, but we only know that someone is X because we can compare them to Y. But if you're pouring all your energy into defending yourself, you are robbing the people that actually care about you. That is a trade that you are making without even realizing it. But I'm not saying don't reflect. If you did something wrong, own it. But there is a difference between taking accountability and constantly trying to fit into someone else's narrative. And I've been there. I've been sending long messages to people who already moved on and made me the villain of their story. They didn't even want to understand. And 10 times out of 10, I felt even worse after that. Because I knew that deep down, they weren't reading that message to understand it. They are reading that message to confirm what they already thought about me. When you keep trying to convince someone, you are actively carrying them around in your head. You are giving them real estate in your head. Letting go means letting go of that version of you that is constantly trying to convince people otherwise. And I know some people may think, but what if it's family? What if it's people that I actually love? And I'm not saying that this is not hard. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't hard or anything. But the principle is the same. You can still love someone, but stop begging them to understand you. Your job is not to manage everyone's perception of you. Your job is to actually know who you are and keep showing up as that person to the people that actually see you. So stop trying to convince people that have already decided, because your energy isn't infinite, and there are people in your life that deserve that energy way more than the people that already have their perception of you made up in their mind and are still misreading you. You will always be the bad guy in someone's story, but you will also always be the good guy in someone else's story.